Welcome back to Mima's Place, y'all. Now, I had mentioned in my last video that I was going to start sharing projects that are not treats or they're not food related, and I will do that. But because I have a craft show tomorrow, I've spent the entire week in preparation, so I haven't been able to do all that for you. So what I've decided is I'm going to show you what I'm featuring in my craft show. I will post those other videos. Well, honestly, I haven't filmed them all yet. They're not, they need to be, there's a lot of last minute touches to them. But anyway, let me move on and show you what my craft show is going to be like. Now, I designed this, but this is what I use for my craft show. I have my cost here, and if there's anything bulk, I will put that there. And then what I'm pricing it at, and then the amounts that I have of each product, and then obviously my product, what's sold and what's left over. I even have projects for last year because some people ask about, oh, you're not selling that this year, or they wanted it. Those are things I note down here just to keep them in mind, and plus I give them my card. So let's begin with the treats so I can show you what they are. There's non-food items and then food items. So we're going to begin with the food items. Now we did a tutorial on this one, and this is the little card with a cookie. I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you can see it has a little ornament right there. And then it opens up like this and then has the Milano cookies in here. Now, I didn't, let me get that off of there. I was pretty careful about what I put around here, only because people need to address who they're to. And so I wanted to make sure I left space for that because it is a card as well. And then that little slot that, I don't know if you could see it right up here. This is where the card actually goes in, so it stays closed, so I don't have to put anything there. And then the cookie slides out this way. So I don't want to take it out too far here. But I want to caution you when you make these that don't make them too snug. This is too snug actually, but then I put also some little shreds in there as well. And just to give you some ideas for your own. So that's what this is for. There is a tutorial out there for this, and there is also a template. And then we made this together too. If you remember this, these are the Hershey chocolates. They're right in there. Let me just close it up now. And then I did this fake money here to show people that this can also be used for a giving away money if you're going to do that at Christmas, along with putting a gift card in there, or either or both. So that's what this one is about. And then we did these together too. This is another gift card. These are stockings, little stockings. They come with the bell inside. I put them in this covering here, and this I did on my scan and cut, this right here. And then this is a die, but basically they're like that. So that gives you an idea of that one. And then we also did another card one where this is the other card where I printed out these cards to put them right here. This is the Hershey Kisses that go in here. And there is a tutorial out there for this one too. This is the Hershey Kisses tutorial. And then we also did this one together as well. And this is the milk chocolate. Now I have this little clip on here because I just want to keep it secure. It doesn't need it actually. I just keep it secure. I ended up going with the magnet. I went and bought a thicker one. I don't know if you could see that, but it's thicker. And then we have 2 peppermints in there. We have some chocolate mix, and we also have marshmallows in there. So it will close, as you can see, all by itself. And again, there is a tutorial out there for this one as well. And I made quite a bit of these. And then this is one we didn't do together, and I may do a separate tutorial just for this one. It's so easy. The pattern itself I didn't come up with that. That comes from Hobby Lobby. And it comes with its own decor. But I didn't use any of the decor. The only thing I used, actually I didn't use any of the decor. I put my own nose. I glued on the eyes, and then if you notice, I put little eyelashes right here too. And then some people I've noticed, like Deanna, she's the one I first saw this on her channel. She sews on it. I don't sew. I just use the glue gun, and I go around. And then I use a white gel pen to go all the way around and miss every other one, and then so it looks like stitches on both and back. And then this, you know, I bought these, and then I also put this little thing. I used blush on here, and I painted some freckles on each one of them. So I can do a tutorial on this to show you how I do this, if those of you who want to know. I may have to make some more, so because this is one of the best sellers. So I made quite a bit of them, so we'll see how this one goes. And then we'll move on to the non-food items. Well, I actually have 2 more food items. I forgot. Now, if you can recall what I did, there were these that I did, these breads with a little gingerbread, and it has a gingerbread recipe inside here. Let me move her to the side, kind of crinkling the not the paper wrapping. So this is what these look like. I have to straighten out these bows because they've been in the bin. And then I decided, well, why not? I have a lot of saucers and cups, and I'm not using them at all. And so I decided to go ahead and do this one. And this is a saucer with a spoon. And this is how it's going to be. This is going to go in the front. Let's see. That's going to go right there. All of these come with a little gift tag in case they want to give them away. And then I put on the outside on the other side of the tag, the front tag here, not this tag that they're going to use, but the other tag, what's in here. So it goes like that: cup of tea, Christmas cheer. So I have to straighten all these ribbons out because they've all been stored away. Okay, so moving on to the actual non-food items. Now this is an old one, and this actually comes from Cricut, this SVG cut. And so I did several of them in different types, and they are all in a women's outfit because women's basically use most of the files. All right, and then what I also did was I did little gift cards. Now, not a lot of people use them anymore, but I still use them, so I made some. And they're just little simple gift cards like this, and you open them up, and then you put to and from there. And these actually came from those calendars in the Dollar Tree store at the back. They're all small, little tiny ones. You can actually just cut them out, and then I embossed the paper and back, and these are how I did it. And I put them in these small little packages like this. This happens to be a Christmas one, and so there's 2 in each one, and then the envelopes are right in between. So that's this one. And then I also did these mini compositions. Many people do these, and this particular one, I think there's a tutorial out there for this one actually. So this is how they're going to be sold, like this, and this comes off of here like that, and then it also comes with a magnetic clip here and a little tag if they want to give it as a present. So that's what that's about. And then I'm also going to sell them in bulk like this. So there's going to be 3 of them in here, and these are just different ones. I don't want to take it apart to show you because I've already shown you the other ones. Now the next thing I have also that you've seen in previous videos is my journals, and I think you've seen this one. And I put it up here, what it is, journal with dividers. And this time I didn't put them on the side. What I did is I let them choose what they want to. There's also labels right in the back of this that they can label themselves and put right in there. And then this is the little glue that they can glue them on there any way they want. I also did another one too, and that's this one. On this one I did actually put the dividers on here, so in case they wanted to do that. There's recipe cards in here as well, so they have a lot of options with this. And then, like many people, I did cards. Many of these are not new, just repeats. So like I didn't do a whole lot of Christmas this year, and the reason being is last year they didn't sell as well as they thought they would. But that doesn't mean, and I'm going to be in a different craft show this year, so that doesn't mean they're not going to sell, but we'll see. So I have this Christmas one. There are many other Christmas ones. Let me see if I have any more here. And I have this one that I made today. And then I think I made another one similar like that. I don't know if I have put it here. Well, it's not here, but there are lots of cards, so I didn't bring them all over. And then I made kids cards too. So this is like a little monster one that I did. And then there's a little boy here and a little girl. And then obviously we have these little guys too. That's the girl, the boy. And then I made a wedding one. Actually, there are others. But I made some for when you get sick and things of that sort so that people have a selection. But I'm also giving them the opportunity to purchase a box of them. So on this box that I designed, we have 2 birthday cards, 2 thank you cards, Be Strong card, a Thank Heaven for You card, friendship card, a thinking of you card, a just note card, and there are also tags in here, 4 tags, and they're magnetic, so when you open them up you will see the tags. The tags are right here. These are the tags, and then like this is the first card. The first card is exactly the same as the outside. Well, they are actually not quite, but these are all the same. They just say different sayings on them. The other box I have doesn't have the same designs in it. It has, this one has all the same design mostly on the outside, a little bit different from this one. So you could see, thank you, just a note, thanks, happy birthday to you, it's your birthday. And then the envelopes are included. There's more in here. But I think you get the logistics of it. Here, let me put this in here right, because I don't want to take those. I don't want the sequences to come off. Okay, here we go. So that's basically what I'm selling in my craft show. I didn't make a whole lot, but that's because I only got this one little table that they're giving me. And so I'm not an advocate of stuffing everything on the table, because it creates clutter and people end up bypassing a lot of your stuff, a lot of your things that you're selling. Now there is one more thing, and that's this one. I put them in this case, but these are the miniature post-it notes. Oh, I have a large one too, but I didn't bring that over. But this is like a little book. I've got some that set up like this, like that. And then let me see, I've got all kinds of designs in here. This is a magnetic one, and you just simply open it like this, so it hooks right back. Again, we've got the books, and then here's what I was speaking in reference to. We got these purses too, and then I also have, let me see if I can move these all to the side. I have these large post-it notes. And this one, they all come with a gift card in the back with this little bow, and then the post-it note right here in hugs. And each one of them are different. So that concludes that one. So that's basically what I'm going to be selling. I think it's a lot of stuff already for this table. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit everything on there, but we're going to set up today. And I tell you what, if you stay to the end, you can see what my table looks like. I'll put a brief picture there at the end of this video so you can see. All right, y'all. Have a blessed evening.
Hey, and here is my craft table. I showed a picture of it. And then these are all the items I'm featuring. Sorry, I can't blur out people when they're passing by. This is setup time, so these are all the vendors. So to give you an idea of what it looks like. So here I have these are the boxes of gift cards. And then obviously this is the stand where all the gift cards are at. And then the journals right here. And then also the little card and cookie. And then these are the Hershey Nuggets with the gift card. And I put $1. They're just fake ones. And then these are the fingernail files. And then these are all the Hershey Kisses that we featured. And then these are the actual sets of the mini composition books. And then we have our stockings here, and these are the single composition books. And then remember we did the bread little I forget what I call them, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And then these are the cups, and again they all come with a card with them. And these are the little gift cards that you can put with presents. You know those, the reindeers. And then these are the tiny post-it notes, various ones I have, they're book form. We've got like a briefcase back here, and we've got books here, another briefcase. We've got purses, and then purses here. Just a variety of them to have. And then up on this shelf we have the Hershey chocolates that we made together. So anyway, we'll see how it goes, all right?
Well, thanks for staying with me to the very end of this video. Now, this is the result of my first craft show. I have all the things I have left from it. So I'm going to move them to the side, and we're going to go down the list one by one so you see the results of them. Now, bear in mind that it just depends in your area. Just because something sold bad at my area or it sold good doesn't mean that it will be for you. So anyway, this is the first item on the list. Card with a cookie box. I would have sold all of these. The only thing is that I pulled 2 back because there was something wrong with them. I forget what was wrong with this. And unless it's exactly the way that I made it and there's no errors on it, then I will sell it. But if there is, I don't sell it. So I held back 2. She wanted to buy them all, but I didn't want to sell her the other 2 because this is one of them, and I don't recall what the issue was. I think it's inside of it. So I made 12 and I sold 10. The next one I have, which was a surprise to me, that didn't sell as well, and that was the hot chocolate box. Now these come with peppermints and marshmallows and the milk chocolate. So I sold them for 2 different prices. So I sold them for $7 each if you're buying 1, 2 for 12. Somebody bought 2 for 12. That's why I put 1 here, because I sold it at $12, but there's really 3. I mean, there are 2 that I sold with this, and then sold 1 single. So actually, out of 20, I sold 3 of them and 17 left, and that was a surprise. It didn't sell as well. The Christmas Kiss gift money holders, I sold out of those. The cup saucer treat, those were the saucers with the treats in them. I actually donated 1 to the craft show because they wanted the vendors to donate at least 1 of their items, so I donated that one, and I sold 1. And I had 4, so I only have 2 left. Then dress files, which I didn't feature before with y'all, but they are from a previous craft show, so I was trying to get rid of these. And they haven't been the best sellers, but who knows, who's to say that maybe the next craft show I could sell out of them. I started off with 16. I sold 4, so that's pretty good. At least, okay, I think it's okay. So I have 12 left. And then the next one I have is the greeting cards. Now, I showed you a couple of those, but actually I had 4 boxes of greeting cards, and I sold all 4 boxes of them. So that was a pretty good sale, and I sold them at $10 each. And then the large journals, which I have, if you want to look back in my previous videos, sold out of those. I had only 3 left, and I sold all 3. Then the large post-it notes, which I hadn't showed you before. That's these, and honestly, I think these would have sold only because, and the reason why I didn't sell out is because I forgot to put them out. So at the very end, the last hour, I put them out, and I sold 1 of them out of 5. So I have 4 left. The mini bread towel sets, I sold 1 of those. The mini composition books, which are, let's see, they are these, and there are several different ones I had. It's several different styles. I sold 3 of them out of 17, and so I have 14 left. Now I did have a better deal with them, where I sold 3 in a pack for $7, and I had 5 packs of 3, and I sold 3 of the packs, and I only had 2 left. The mini gift cards, those are these right here. They're mini gift cards, And they open up and there are a little gift card inside, and there's 2 little miniature envelopes in between. And I started off with 15, and I have only 8 left, so I sold 7 of those. I'm phasing them out, so that's why these are actually lesser prices, because I'm just trying to let them go. Then I have the mini post-it notes, which are these. And I've made these, I have a number of these. I've got to fix that one, that little space right there, but they go like this, and you lift them up like this. I had so many people handle them that I have to now redo some of them. And they're cute. They're really cute. So I have various, I have purses, I have briefcases like this. I have little desktop ones that they open up like a desktop. Various kinds. And if you want to look at those, you can look at a previous video that I have below. Not below, but in my history. And you'll see the rest of them. So I had 54. I sold 10. I only have 44 left. Then the Nugget gift card, money gift card. I thought these would sell a lot better. Well, actually, it's pretty good because I only made 6, but I sold 4 of them, so I only have 2 left. So that's not bad. But you know what I found out? People didn't know what these were. They didn't even know what nuggets were. So I have to make the sign differently, where I actually say Hershey Nuggets, chocolate nuggets, because otherwise they didn't know, and I was surprised about that. All right, so the next one I have is the reindeer packs. Now these were a great seller last year, but again, this clientele was different, and they didn't sell as well as I thought they would. I made 18 and only 3 sold, so I have 15 left, but that's not to say at the next craft show they may not sell better. So we shall see. Then the shopping list, which I hadn't showed you before. This is from years past, and I only have 3 of them left, and so I was trying to get rid of them, so I discounted them to try and get rid of them. But I didn't sell any, and the reason I didn't sell any is because I forgot to put those out too. There was another box that I hadn't realized that things hadn't come out of. So then we have the stocking gift holders. Now those are these, and I only made 6 of them this year, and I sold 5, and this is the only one I have left. So we did pretty good. So all together, I really believe that I fared well on these, and I did pretty good in comparison to what I thought I would do. So that concludes my inventory list. Now this inventory list is available to you if you do want it. You can change it any way that you want. It is in a PDF format, but if you need a word for the spacing in here, as well as if you want to put a different name up here as well. Otherwise it'll be PDF format. All right, y'all, thank y'all for stopping by again. I thank you for just staying with me all this time, for your patience. Y'all have a blessed day. Jesus loves you. I love you. And until my next video, bye-bye.